The police chief in Charlottesville, Virginia, isn't admitting any failures in the way his department responded to Saturday's violent protest. He does, however, regret the loss of life. Chief Al Thompson says their security plan called for the white supremacists and counter-protesters to enter the park through separate entrances. But the white supremacists who agreed to the plan started using other entrances, and skirmishes broke out. About 2 hours after police ordered the evacuation of the park, 20-year-old James Fields allegedly rammed his car into a group of counter-protesters. 32-year-old Heather Heyer was killed. 19 others were hurt. Fields is now being held on second-degree murder and other charges.
Last night, a large crowd gathered outside Trump Tower waiting for the president to arrive. They were denouncing the deadly car attack in Charlottesville, and President Trump waiting days to condemn the acts. After initially blaming all sides for the violence, the president did eventually call out the hate groups involved by name.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
Anti-racism rallies have been happening all around the country. In Minneapolis last night, about 200 people came together, first outside the Republican Party headquarters before marching downtown near City Hall. Demonstrators briefly blocked traffic and light rail trains at several intersections.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since the gas explosion at Minnehaha Academy, and tonight a unity walk will be held to remember the victims. NTSB investigators say workers were moving a gas meter at the time, but still have a lot of questions, including why the gas was not turned off at the street. Longtime employees Ruth Berg and John Carlson were killed. Berg was laid to rest on Sunday. A funeral for Carlson was held the weekend before. Tonight's Unity Walk starts at 6 o'clock. People plan to meet on the grassy side of the tennis courts at the upper school and walk to the lower and middle school. They're asking people to wear red.
Traffic deaths have been dropping in the U.S. for years, but recently fatalities on our roads have increased. The National Safety Council says more than 18,000 people were killed on U.S. roads in the first 6 months of the year. That's similar to numbers seen during that same time in 2016, which saw a jump over the previous 2 years. One explanation given: more people are driving thanks to low gas prices and improving economy. But changing behavior behind the wheel is also a major factor.
Our vehicles are safer than ever. We have advanced technology. We can survive crashes because of better design and engineering. But we're seeing that we haven't really become safer drivers.
The council says distracted driving related crashes are up 9%. That, along with drunk driving and speeding, are the top 3 causes of traffic fatalities. Discussions continue on what to do about Lake Mille Lacs and the low walleye population. The governor and DNR commissioner met with Lake Mille Lacs resort owners yesterday to hear their concerns about the stricter fishing regulations. They're meant to counter the dwindling walleye numbers, but businesses say the regulations are hurting revenues 50 to 80%. No breakthrough agreement was made during the meeting, not even a promise of looser fishing regulations in the near future.